गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। अखंडमंडलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। Today's subject is healing self. First, let us know what is healing. Can you share your views? What is healing?
Healing is removing the negativities.
Removing negativities. Yes. Anybody else? What is healing?
Healing is coming back to normal. What you have got injury or anything hurt or injury, and you come back to normal.
That is physically.
That is
one.
Physical.
Yeah. That is one.
Healing of mind. Emotional healing.
Emotional healing, physical healing, anything healing. You come back to the normal. That is healing.
So what is normal?
Normal is a state where you are all right, okay with yourself.
Anybody else? What is healing? Now what is self? Okay with self. So what is self?
સેલ્ફ એટલે આત્મામાં રહેવાનું.
Self એટલે આત્મામાં રહેવાનું. See, for physical healing, we have doctors. So somewhere we do not have to worry about that because they can take care of it. But the process of healing self, it builds your immune system stronger, and that healing doesn't come from the state of mind. It comes from the state of bigger mind. We have two minds. One is I, which is a smaller I, which is what we call arrogance, which builds up our ego, and it doesn't let you connect to your original I, that is bigger I. So now, in a similar way, we have two bodies. One is the body which we know, and one is the body which is a universal body. Now what happens in the process of growing and living and education, we tend to forget our bigger I. We have forgotten our bigger I, and we have lost ourselves in whatever we do. And in losing self, what do we lose? What do we lose when we lose ourselves? जब हम अपने आप को खो लेते हैं तो हम क्या खोते हैं जिंदगी में?
We cannot come closer to God.
The reality. Yeah, it's a wall between you and your reality, which blocks your way for your growth, your personal growth. And what happens when you are not close to that reality? What happens to you?
Become creative. The creativity dies.
Yes, the creativity dies. The creativity is blocked, and creativity is something you have to be. It has to be there in every activity. तो जो हमारा अहम रहता है वो हर चीज़ को ब्लॉक कर देता है, उसमें मैं रहता है सिर्फ, और वो मैं नहीं रहता है जो ओरिजिनली मैं हूँ. Now what happens? Normally we live with the small I that we call mind, our mind, and the universal mind. We do not connect to the universal mind. That's why the yoga, the method of yoga is very important to connect to universal mind. Now how do we connect to the universal mind? Which are the ways? Yes, meditation is a way. But normally when we do meditation, we actually do not do meditation because our meditation is only for 15-20 minutes, which doesn't help us to grow. वो एक साइकोलॉजिकल एक इम्पैक्ट पैदा करता है हमारे अंदर, हमको अच्छा लगता है एंड वी फील हैप्पी, बट दैट्स नॉट द मेडिटेशन, बिकॉज मेडिटेशन हैज़ टू बी देयर 24/7. क्योंकि वो थोड़े टाइम के लिए बैठ गए, ध्यान किया और उनको लगता है कि हमने अपना कार्य पूरा किया. सो दैट्स नॉट द मेडिटेशन. वो एक खाली क्रिया है. And people have developed different methods of meditation today, which exactly is not meditation, which are more of a concentration exercises. So that we cannot call meditation. Because what we teach in Aatmic Awareness is the base of the complete Patanjali Yoga Sutra, which is not our own development, which has been developed from there. So initially it is very important to understand the body, to heal the body, because we have energy centers in the body. Most of the time we are living as individual identity, me and mine. It is important, not that it's not important, because you need to grow, you need to earn money, you need to do a lot of things to preserve your body. But we think that's the final thing. ये सब काम नहीं आएगा. And at a lot of places, the one who has spoiled individual growth is religion. It has spoiled the individual growth because there is somebody who is controlling you and giving you rule book, as we discussed last time, which gives you a lot of problem in life to growth. Like a Jain will tell you to do something, Mohammedan will have one of his own rule book. We have to understand how our leaders, the great souls, how they realized. They never had any rules to themselves. They just realized because they understood something which is beyond mind and body. Let us understand what is the body. What do we understand by a body? शरीर क्या है?
पंच इसका बन गया,
पंच तत्व का बना है. ये पंच तत्व आता है कहाँ से? एक कुदरत का पार्ट है. जो अंदर है वो बाहर है, बाहर है वो अंदर है. तो ये है कहाँ से आते हैं? हमारे खाने से. Now we, most of the time, we fall sick because we do not have the right kind of food. The food is supposed to be your medicine. Food is supposed to heal you. But we do not eat as a medicine, we eat for the taste. We eat for fun. And that is one reason we suffer on a physical level. The kind of water we drink, we prefer drinking beverages, वो थम्स अप, कोका कोला ये सब पीते हैं हम सब लोग. बियर पीते हैं, दारू पीते हैं. Is it friendly to our body? That doesn't help you to heal, because anything which is not friendly to your body is not friendly to nature, because nature is God's thought. भगवान का विचार है, वो नेचर है. उसके अलावा नेचर कुछ भी नहीं है, और हम लोग उस विचार के खिलाफ ही जीते हैं. So it is very important that what kind of water you drink, what kind of food you eat. Do you pray before you eat? Do we pray before we eat? Because that prayer is so important. When you pray to your food, it's not only something to do with the God, because you are thankful to the person who served you. You are thankful to the person who cooked for you. You are thankful for the person who bought vegetables at home. You are thankful to the person who got it in the market. You are thankful to the person who grew it. You are thankful to the soil. You are thankful to the water. You are thankful to the sun. You are thankful to everything. So it's showing your gratitude. And when you are full with gratitude and having that, it gives you energy. It gives you a lot of energy. It creates beautiful energy within you, and that energy is full of love. Like we just shared, like mother cooking for a child. So if she is sick or she is whatever condition she is, but when she cooks, it's full of love. And mother's food is the best food in the world. So it's like that. Now, which is the other place where we feel that we are unwell? Unwell. One is the body. One is healing the body. So healing the body is food, water, everything is important. What you put in the mouth, because your body is made up of what you put in the mouth. जो खाते हो वो एक 20 मिनट में आपकी बॉडी बन जाएगा. Whatever you put in the mouth, maybe a piece of chicken or piece of food. What is good for you, you have to understand that. How friendly with nature you are, that is very important. Are you harming somebody, or you are just having it because your body needs it? Now what is the other thing?
Thought pattern. Thought water.
Mind.
सबसे ज्यादा दिमाग है.
Mind. Now what does mind do to us? हम लोग क्या सोचते हैं दिन भर में?
All negative.
नहीं, I don't agree with negative positive because I don't think so there is anything negative and positive. क्योंकि हम वही सोचते हैं जो हमको मालूम है, उससे ज़्यादा हम सोच भी नहीं सकते. And many times what we have done is even the spiritual knowledge we have taken it as a some kind of knowledge, that's all, which is not helping us in any way, but it helps us in talking to other people. बाकी आध्यात्मिक ज्ञान क्या होता है, आपको टीवी पे भी मिल जाएगा, बहुत सारे भर के हैं, तो वो खाली डिस्कशन करने को काम आता है. कोई बोलेगा अरे ऐसा नहीं होता है, जिंदगी तो यूं होती है, बट व्हाट अबाउट योर लाइफ? नथिंग, जीरो. So spiritual knowledge also is, at most of the time it is useless. So the mind, what it does, what the mind is doing, if we don't think as a negative, we think it as a thought, because positive जो बोलते हैं वो भी विचार है, और positive भी तकलीफ ही देता है, क्योंकि positive होगा, negative होगा, तभी positive होगा.
Now last time you said that even a thought has an ego.
Yeah, every thought is an egoistic thought. So where do we get this mind from? Mind कहाँ से आया? माँ आपके पास है.
सोच के आए.
एक ये सोच कहाँ से आई? Where this thought came from? What we call mind, where does the mind come from?
Memories, past.
Hmm?
Memories and past experience.
Yeah, memories and past experience. And most of the time it is not your memory and not your experience also. It is somebody else's experience. Because somebody will tell you, don't do this, this is very bad for health, or this is very bad for this, and you believe in him. And that is how you agree with him, and that agreement gives you a problem. Most of the time the problems comes to us because of the agreements. Because somebody tells you something and you agree, now it becomes your thought. And you believe in it, and that belief system gives you a problem in life. It gives you a trouble anywhere in life. So always agree to disagree, because then you do your research. Yes, is this right? You think on it, you work on it, experience yourself. Because my experience, if I share with you, it's not going to help you at all. It's another biography. It doesn't help you. But you have to use it in your life to understand yourself. If you do not understand yourself, you cannot heal yourself. And once you connect to that universal mind, then your knowledge becomes very small. Then knowledge comes to you. But then you have to connect. And for that you have to drop your eye. The small eye. that is your mind. Because spiritual knowledge is also useless knowledge at some level. Because if it is not pushing you higher, it is not knowledge. It is the third thing which can heal yourself. It's something beyond body and mind. That is soul. Now, are you a soul? Are you a soul?
Every individual is soul.
Every individual is soul. क्या आप आत्मा है? તમે ક્લાસ કર્યો છે? You are part of the Atma. You are not the Atma. You are part of the Atma.
Part of.
Because if you think you are Atma, it's a ego. Ego. It's a ego. आप आत्मा स्वरूप ही है, आत्मा नहीं है. आत्मा एक ही है, जिसको हम परमात्मा बोल सकते हैं. हम उसके अंश हैं. लास्ट टाइम हमने एग्जाम्पल दिया था कि एक पेन से इंक को छिड़का जाए तो उसमें से ब्लॉच होगा, स्प्रेड होगा, कहीं डॉट होंगे, मगर वो इंक अपने जो अलग से गिरा है वो अपने आप को अलग नहीं बोल सकता है, वो उसका अंश ही है, तो अलग नहीं बोल सकता है. मगर हमारे नॉलेज ने, हमारे ज्ञान ने हमको अलग सिखाया है. बिकॉज वी हैवंट अंडरस्टूड द बुक्स and that's why we count ourselves as an individual. We are individual mind, yes. Until we do not merge with the universal mind, this problem will be there. And for that we need to practice to understand. So Atma is something which is beyond body and mind. So when something beyond body and mind, you cannot be a soul. Because body is not a soul, the mind is not a soul, so you are not a soul. But you are a part of the soul. That is where the healing comes from. The healing comes from there. You got to get connected to that universal oneness. And what is the result of after connecting that oneness? What is the result? Peace. Or what is the result of connecting? आप एक बार कनेक्ट होते हो तो उसका रिजल्ट क्या आएगा?
Full of love and compassion.
Full of love and compassion. और जब तक वो लव एंड कंपैशन नहीं आएगा, हम वही रहेंगे. हम ज्ञान की बातें करेंगे, हम बैठेंगे, हम सब जगह पे जाएंगे, कुछ नहीं होगा. There are people who do not do anything. तो कोई गुरु के पास नहीं जाता, कहीं जाता. Today they are much better people than the people who are so-called spiritual at many times, because they are doing much greater job today by helping the humanity, which sometimes so-called spiritual people, they harm the society because they do not understand what exactly it is. They use people for their benefit because they want somebody to follow them, and they create that aura around कि I am the only guy who can uplift you. मैं हूँ. अहम ब्रह्मास्मि, that is perfect. But then अगर अहम ब्रह्मास्मि है तो तुम भी ब्रह्मास्मि हो. We all are Brahma. We do not need anybody. But only thing, teachers and gurus, they show you the path. Where do you go? And somebody who is not taking you inside, drop it. Because they want you to follow something, and that is religion. So Guru itself becomes a religion at many times, because today there is a big competition, how many followers I have. Now how do you See, there are two kind of awarenesses. One is external. External is all data, all information, and whatever we see and we learn from the book, वो सब एक information है, which is there in your mind, which is creating a mind. And there is something which is internal information, which is your suffering. Because of the external information, you suffer inside. So जो आपकी suffering होती है, ये सब होता है. And plus, there is another awareness which is aware of everything. Till you do not reach that awareness, the healing process becomes very difficult. Now what happens in our body? There are 7 energy centers, which we call chakras. Everybody's all chakras are activated. सब चालू रहते हैं. But some are weaker and some are faster. They are open. And they all depend on the kind of thought, the kind of thinking you have. Accordingly, they are blocked. So they do not activate in a proper way. And that's why we lose the balance of the body. So before you go to anything, it is very important to heal yourself, heal your chakras. Now, there are lots of methods. The external methods also, like what Jignama does. She heals people by opening the chakras externally. But then it has one time limit. You have to catch up with the meditation to go beyond that. You have to hold on to that energy, what they give you.
कुंडलिनी शक्ति जो बोलते हैं.
वही. And after that, but this external matters does not take you till the top. They take you to till this chakra only, Ajna chakra only. Beyond that, it's your हाँ, वहाँ तक नहीं लेके जाता है. जो एक्सटर्नल मेथड होता है ना, जो healing से what you call crystal healing and a lot of methods. तो उससे आप यहाँ तक पहुँच सकते हैं, शास्त्र तक नहीं जा सकते. उसके लिए आपको ध्यान करना जरूरी है. और ये ध्यान आपको एक 15-20 मिनट किया और आपका काम पूरा हो गया तो एक आदत पड़ जाएगी. वो आदत से नहीं होता है. इट हैज़ टू बिकम योर लाइफ. ध्यान आपकी ज़िंदगी होना चाहिए, क्योंकि ध्यान जो है वो ऊपर वाला है और आप जो करते हो वो आप हो. तो जब ऊपर वाला रूलिंग चालू करेगा तभी यू विल बी एबल टू हील योरसेल्फ. So you have to connect with that. Now there are different ways of healing. One is by mantras. What is mantra? मंत्र क्या होता है? हाँ, मंत्र इज अफर्मेशन.
मन को शांत करने के, कॉन्सेंट्रेशन,
मन को स्थिर करने के. What else? What is mantra?
Everything you speak is a mantra.
Everything you speak is a mantra. Mantra is the password to open up your energy centers. So when you think, what we call positive thinking, when you start thinking in a positive way, because you start seeing in a positive way, so you start thinking in a positive way, and then you start opening up your channels. That becomes mantra. So it is very important what you speak, what you think. But how much time, how many times do you know what you think? How many times you know what you think?
Very few times. Very few times.
Very few times. Because we are not aware. And that creates a problem. That creates suffering in our life. Because we are not aware. And most of the time, what we are talking, are we talking egoistically or are we talking with love? हमारी हर बात में दिस आई, मी, मैं, either we are looking for some exchange, either you are talking to sell something, maybe myself, I am talking to impress myself, that's why I am talking. So there is something I am looking for in exchange. I want to impress opposite person. Other thing, when we talk, we always look for the approval. सामने वाला अप्रूव करेगा कि नहीं मेरी बात, सामने वाले को बुरा लगेगा तो there is always a fear in us. Now why do we look for this approval? Why do we look for the approval?
Because we don't approve ourselves.
No, we approve. We are sure about what we are talking many times.
For our mental satisfaction.
Huh?
For our mental satisfaction.
Maybe satisfying ego.
No, we are satisfying ego, but we want that approval from the opposite person.
Feel good factor.
Feel good factor is there, but why do we need approval for that? Because if suppose something goes wrong, we are not to be blamed.
They approved it.
They approved it. See, what a dirty game we play in life. हम सामने वाले का अप्रूवल ले लेते हैं, तो अभी मेरे पे इल्जाम नहीं, मैं तो बोल दिया था, अभी it's not my problem. See, this is the kind of life, blaming each other for everything. Then anything goes wrong, I am not responsible. आप समझे? तो हम लोग हर चीज पूछ लेंगे पहले, मैं करूं क्या? घर के काम में भी हम पूछ लेते हैं, मैं करूं क्या? कोई मुझे कल उठ के उंगली नहीं दिखाए. Everywhere, in the office also, we do not take responsibility. We are not responsible at all. Anywhere in our life. What is spiritualism?
Being responsible.
Being responsible. This is class किए लोग हैं. Because this keeps on repeating also, because that's a main factor and it's just a reminder. Because जब तक आप जवाबदारी नहीं लेंगे हर एक चीज की, तब तक आप जिंदगी में कहीं भी कोई भी हिस्से में आगे नहीं बढ़ पाएंगे. It's very difficult to grow in life. So wherever you are, stand responsible. If you are unhappy because you have been irresponsible over there, your sufferings are just because of your irresponsibility. At times, yes, there is somebody who has harassed you, but then you also reacted to it, and that has created that resistance create the suffering. Maybe next Sunday we'll keep the talk on anger management.
Yes, said last
Saturday.
Saturday.
Saturday.